Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Leah. I have been gone for quite a while, but I am back. I'm engaged. We're doing a whole Something Blue wedding series, and that's pretty much everything. I just wanted to make a whole series talking about my wedding experience, everything that I'm going through, and kind of keep along in time with you guys so you can kind of see the whole process, how everything's going, what all of my thoughts and plans are, and things that are going to change, how we're going to go through this because we're on a budget, not a very big budget, and we're just trying to do a lot of things ourselves. So I just wanted to document everything. So for this video, I wanted to talk about our initial wedding plans and everything that I have kind of in mind, just so I can watch this back later in life and look back and see what all changed, and also just to give you guys an idea of what I want to do for our wedding. I'm just going to put as a little disclaimer, some of these things have changed already, so I don't want to talk about those because I want to actually talk about everything that we ended up changing from my initial ideas. So everything is written down, but we've already started switching things up a tiny bit, so we'll just get to that when we get to it. So starting off with venue, initially, immediately, all I wanted was industrial. I loved the idea of just brick and exposed piping and all of that, where it's basically just a blank canvas and you can put everything that you want into it. I really liked that idea and I wanted it. There's nothing around here for that though. Everything like that is so expensive around here. They're not very common, so you can't get a whole lot of different ideas and a whole lot of different options for that. So we didn't really get a whole lot to work with because those were pretty much half of our budget already. Could not justify paying that much for anything. So those were immediately out, and then we've just been bouncing around, and I'm gonna do an entire video about our venue search and trying to find what we wanted for a good price and all those things. But we ended up actually with a barn. So we did end up changing that one, but it still got more of a fun vibe rather than just straight up rustic. It's not too awful because of the land. The land kind of brings it back to more of a outdoor feeling and not just barn and not just farm. And that one was right in our price range, slightly above what we wanted, but also we are getting a lot for that. So I will definitely do a whole in-depth video about finding our venue and all of the fun things that come with that. Next is food, and what we are thinking, we have not picked any food yet. We have a couple places in mind that we're getting quotes from and this and that, but right now what we are thinking is barbecue. We absolutely love barbecue food. It's one of our favorite things, and very much like the buffet style where you can go up and pick what you want. We definitely don't want to do plated meals where they bring it to you and all of that. It doesn't feel as homey, and I feel like our vibe is very much like warm and homey, and I don't want to feel too fancy with plated meals. That just doesn't feel like us whatsoever. Not saying it's a bad thing, just saying it's not really our style. The desserts, what we're thinking right now and what I think we're actually going to do is do a cake with kind of a smaller size for the bridal party and just kind of like a couple people here and there. Then for the rest of our guests, we're thinking of doing cupcakes. We love cupcakes. We love the idea. I still want to be able to do the cake cutting and have a really nice cake, but not too big or anything like that. But we're for sure wanting to do cupcakes for everybody and have like a whole table dedicated to different flavors and not just one flavor across the board. And we did try a couple samples, and holy crap, these are amazing. For the bar, we are thinking of doing beer and wine, classic, always a good choice, and then a signature drink. And actually the venue that we chose has options where that's all in one package and you could get a signature drink for the whole thing as well. So I don't know if we can pick our own or if we have to pick from their list. If we're allowed to actually pick our own from whatever, we're thinking either gin and tonics or Jaeger bombs, because that is your girl's favorite drink. The venue we chose also has an outside bar for cocktail hour, which we weren't even expecting, and that is such an added bonus, and it is so amazing, and we're so excited for that. So while we're taking pictures, that is all going on, and we can still come over and enjoy that too if we want. So for the wedding dress, originally I loved the idea lace sleeves, and I don't know, I really wanted the lace on top, chiffon on bottom, where it was just like shoo. And I'll put up a couple pictures so you can see what I'm talking about. And the more I thought about it, the more I was like, I don't know if that's really my body style, because that's very much for like if you have no hips and no butt, so that you get that shape of going straight down. And for me, I used to be a little bit more hourglass, but I've gained weight and my arms are bigger, so the sleeves aren't going to be as nice. So I think I'm a bit more pear-shaped now because I have bigger hips. So that style on me just doesn't quite translate to what I wanted when I see pictures of it. And the more I was looking, the more I was like, I need a good A-line, not ball gown, because I tried on a couple ball gown dresses and oh my goodness gracious, that is too much. That is too much. I actually have my dress done, so I'll pretend that that's not a factor. But now what I was thinking whenever I was looking at it, I really wanted the A-line shape with lace kind of everywhere and not just on top. I really liked that idea and just like played around with different pictures on Pinterest. Pinterest is amazing. I will say, just keep in mind your initial idea may not actually work the best on your body type. And now moving on to decor. This has been an ever-changing thing, so I'm only going to talk about my initial ideas because it's already changed and I'm not going to tell you what has changed. I've never been like super crazy about florals. I don't really want a florist. I'm not super big on flowers, but I really love the idea of eucalyptus, baby's breath, and white roses. I love that. I think it's so clean and sleek and just like very nice. And I'm leaning more towards the fake flowers than the real flowers. Ooh, it just got super bright behind me. I apologize if that is super washed out because I had it perfect and now everything's messed up, and I think it's the lowest that this can go, so I'm leaning more towards the fake flowers than the real ones because one of my bridesmaids is allergic and I just don't want to have anything else around that can irritate her. When it comes to silk, they're not definitely cheaper, but if you just don't really care how they look and you're kind of okay with them being kind of more on the fake side, I'm totally okay with the budget of fake flowers. For decor, okay, a bug literally just flew in my eye. Why did I want to film outside again? I don't remember. So for like signs and little decor things like that, we are wanting to make our own. We've actually made some for friends and family for their weddings. So having our own chance to make our own stuff has been like one of the most exciting things about being engaged right now. And I am very artistic. That is like the one thing in life that I got going for me. I can make a good sign. I can make a good style. I got that on lock. So I wanted to make our welcome sign instead of having a guest book, I want to make a sign that guests can sign, and then a whole bunch of different things. I'm going to do a whole video about that, and I want to film all of those as well, so it's going to be like a win-win situation. So that we have all of our ideas for. So I really love the idea of kind of a mahogany, like red mahogany stain, which is kind of a darker red but not super red. It's just got like a hint of red. Love that. And then the white on everything, I love white font. And then I'm leaning into kind of more acrylic signs as well, kind of balancing out the wood with some of the acrylic so nothing's too rustic and kind of all kind of working together in a way that looks nice. And then for invitations, I want to make my own. I don't want to print them all out. I will have like either Vistaprint or maybe Shutterfly do that, but I want to physically create my own. I love the idea of that. I have so many actually up on Etsy. I will link my Etsy shop so you can see. I actually have a bunch of templates available that you can put all of your information to and then download them, and then you can send them off to Shutterfly and have them print for you, which is what I am going to be doing with my own. I actually have some of my own samples made here, and I'm going to kind of cover a lot of things because it tells you personal information, so I'm gonna like cover this up here. Yeah, but like, so I'm gonna put a block here so you can't see the detail, but all of this eucalyptus I drew on my Procreate app, and then this is all font that I downloaded online that is free. This one has the eucalyptus on the side. I drew this as well, and then the same thing goes for the font. Here is my RSVP card. So I just did the little eucalyptus, and it's just like such a nice touch. And I literally just got these off of Shutterfly. I just put my own design into, they have like a make your own design. And then I have detail card. This is the exact same as this, but it's just flip-flopped. And this is not our date, so I will show you this as well. And then this is just save the date, so it'll be the exact same as this, just with different information. And then you can just put your own information into it. And I'm thinking this is what I'm going to do for my own invitations. I really like the clean, I love how it looks, and I just love eucalyptus and I love this look. So I'm thinking that's what I'm going to use actually for my own invitation. For bridesmaids dresses, I'm thinking of a purpley mauve, and I actually have a sample. Where did I put that? Initially I was looking into David's Bridal because there's a ton everywhere, and a lot of my bridesmaids right now are all over the place and some are quarantined, so we can't all go and try on dresses together, but I really wanted to look into colors, so I just really liked the idea of the purpley mauve. And then on Pinterest they actually have, I was seeing a whole bunch of ads for Birdie Gray, which is an online store, and every dress is $99 just straight up. And the more I was looking at them, the more I was like, there is a color on there that is perfect, exactly what I was thinking of. There is a dress on there, I will put up a picture right here, that is stunning, and you can wear it a couple different ways. I think I like the peep shoulder the most, and I just think it'll go really good with the dress that I chose. Like, it almost has a vintage romantic feel to it, and I kind of want to continue that throughout the whole thing, where it's not going to be like overly vintage and overly romantic, but touches of it here and there. And to me, this with that dress style says this. And then since we are getting married in a barn, I do want to bring in touches of rustic feeling. So I really love the idea of having, they're called like wood chips or wood cookies, where they're literally just a tray that is made out of real wood. And there's a bunch of fake ones online, but they're pretty expensive, so I'm wondering if I can just literally find a broken fallen tree in my dad's woods and just cut them up, dry them out, and then have them for each table. And then I really like the idea of playing with different things to sit on it, but really have that touch of rustic in it so it ties in the barn and there's not like too many random decorations that don't match the venue at all. And then I'm going to be doing an entire video about all of the DIYs that I'm making, but I really want to play around with literally anything you could possibly think of. So hashtag signs, seating chart, because I want to do a seating chart for sure, and I want to bring in the rustic with that as well, with some chicken wire. I will get to that eventually. I've kind of talked about all of the other ones, like the welcome sign and the guest book sign. I definitely want to do table numbers on the table, so I don't want to do those in wood if I'm going to have the wood chip or the wood cookie sitting on there too. I'm going to play around with that. We want to do, we love Harry Potter, so I want to have like a touch of it here and there, so for sure I want to do after all this time, always. Like, no matter what, that is sitting at the head table. I want that so much. And then I've also seen a couple other things lately that have like twisted some of my ideas, so they're still keeping the original but like making them different, and I cannot wait to show you guys all of my ideas. It's gonna be so fun. So that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It makes me so happy when I see you guys, and it really helps the algorithm so that people know that this video does good and like other people will find it. If you're enjoying this series, please let me know. Leave any suggestions down below of what you would want to see me do, or anything that you have questions on, anything like that. I love hearing from you guys. I want to get back into that where we actually have a good conversation, and I want to be able to create content that you guys want to see. So if you really want to see specifically a sign that I'm going to make or anything like that, just let me know. I will do my best to listen to everybody and be able to integrate a lot of ideas. And that is going to be it for this video. I'm going to go. I hope everybody has a great day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!